Hey guys, today is June 6th of 2013, and this is the card I pulled up today, and surprisingly enough, I think this is like one of my favorite cards. This is one of the cards that actually that pretty much draw me to get this deck. Every time I look online, before I purchase a deck, I usually look online and check it out, see if the image of the deck is pretty cool, amazing. Because most stores, when you go to, don't have like examples or don't have, little photos of the decks. Excuse me. So when I first saw that, I was like, oh my god, it's like amazing. The guy is beautiful. Like, I just can't get over it. This is beautiful. Like, I wish I had his hair, wish I had his nose, and so the card I pulled out today is the Princess Shadows, and I was like, Princess Shadows, why am I so attracted to this card, and why is this card super hot? And after reading in here, it was pretty impressive that he's a bad boy. Every, in here talks about whether it's light court or dark court, and the fairy itself, the fairies, not the fae or fairy or whatever, the fairy kingdom. I was told by a friend about there's like, hierarchies. There's the king and queen, there's the prince, there's a princess, there's the jokester, the jester, or there's yada yada yada. In every kingdom there's light and dark, a prince, and this so happens to be the Prince of Shadows. Each kingdom has their own Prince of Shadows, and he's considered the bad boy archetype. He's considered the boy with the tattoo and the cigarettes and the motorcycle and the leather jacket. That kind of bad boy. And so if he appears, as he has appeared in front of us, he's considered as if you should really figure out what is so addictive in your life, or what is worth actually having or owning up to your life, and what potentially harms us, be a person, a place, an item, kind of like a noun thing here. What is actually good for us and what's not good for us, and we should look out for what's not good for us. Because the Princess Shadow is actually coming up telling you, it's like, hey, I'm a bad boy, and your conscious body is saying, well, you're a bad boy. I like being on the edge of life, and I like the edginess, but I don't like it like that. That's a different type of cake, and I don't want that. So, since this card popped up, you should really think about what's not really good in your life. Alcohol, drugs, shopping, computers, TVs. And when I thought about that, I was like, also social media, also YouTube, also like Twitter, also Facebook, also your phone. This is the time when you actually just stop and don't use those and actually do something different, like read a book. A lot of people forget, read a book. A lot of people I see around actually read books on their phone, and I think that's totally defeating the purpose of what this card is meaning. And so hopefully today I don't see any of that, because if I do, I'll be like, the Princess Shadow's right there. So today, actually read a physical book. Grab a real book, look at it, read it. It's pretty awesome. It's what the ancients people used to do back in a decade ago. Rest your video games, rest everything, and it's time just to get back to simplicity, and actually healthy simplicity in your life. Also check about your diet. I'm getting the word diet in my head. Check about what's going on, what you're eating, and what your intakes. And this is a really good card because this Saturday is the new moon, and this is the perfect time between the last quarter and the new moon is to think of things that we don't want in our life that we want to get rid of. So think about that, people. Put that in your little noggin and deal with that. Till then, I'll see you tomorrow. Blessed be.